Yo, what is up, guys? Delboy here. I just wanted to touch on a subject that has come up in recent days that is not really my cup of tea, per se, 99% of the time, but because it relates to boxing, I have taken a keen interest in this debate, I guess. And the debate is Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz 2 being in Saudi Arabia is wrong because of the human rights issues in Saudi Arabia. Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua should be held accountable in some case. Now, if you followed this channel, you would realise I'm not the biggest Anthony Joshua fan, and I don't exactly wax lyrical about Eddie Hearn. I think you guys know that. But I've got to say, in this instance, I do believe the people out there who are labelling this criticism at them really are reaching. First and foremost, Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua, they are going to Saudi Arabia, and, this is not being funded by the taxpayer. Ultimately, they are private individuals going to Saudi Arabia, organising an event, and, what will happen will happen. They'll make their money, and that is that, ultimately. It's no different to, people going to the Middle East from the UK for work. They're going out there for a better pay packet, better benefits. Hence, they go to the Middle East to work. It's no different. They're going over there for a mega payday. It's not taxpayers' money. I don't really see what the issue is here, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, if you have that big of a deal with it, don't buy the pay-per-view. I bet you buy it. I bet a lot of these people who are complaining about this fight being in Saudi Arabia due to human rights issues, I bet these same clowns buy the pay-per-view. Absolute hypocrites. And the irony is, a lot of these dudes out there, they'll be typing their displeasure on Twitter, they'll be tweeting their tweets of displeasure about this fight being in Saudi Arabia off their iPhones. Their iPhone was made in some sweatshop in China. They'll be typing that tweet in a Nike t-shirt. Again, that t-shirt would have been made in a sweatshop in China. But they care about human rights? Come on now. Get out of here with that bullshit. Absolute nonsense. It's just either bleeding heart social justice warriors, typing the comment on social media to show how virtuous they are and how much they care. And by the way, pro tip lads, all of these people who, identify as social justice warriors are always middle class kids who come from the suburbs, who have never known any struggle, and if you interact with these people in real life, in my experience at least, 99% of the time, these people are downright nasty, heinous individuals. They've got no interpersonal skills. They have no ability to communicate with anybody outside their little clique of middle-class ponces. These people are downright scum. Yet these are the same people who, claim to fight for the downtrodden. Man, put these around working-class people like myself. Man, they look down at you like you're a piece of shit. So allow that. Don't give me that social justice nonsense. Scoring brownie points on social media pretending like you care. Get out of here, man. So listen, man, these people who are complaining about Joshua versus Ruiz being in Saudi, they're either social justice warriors or they are just people who are looking at any reason to get at Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua. And I say that as somebody who is not a big Anthony Joshua fan. In fact, I don't really like Anthony Joshua that much, and I'm not the biggest Eddie Hearn advocate, but using this as a reason to criticise Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua, to me is reaching, if I'm being honest. Like I said, the hypocrisy in it all, when a lot of these dudes are typing it from an Apple iPhone, and they've got numerous products or items of clothing in their house that has been made in a sweatshop where kids are not getting paid anything, they're getting treated like shit. But these people care about that sort of thing? Of course they don't. None of us really do, if we're being honest. If we did, we would do something about it. We would put our money where our mouths are and actually, do something about it, like I said. It's very easy to talk, I believe in action. So get out of here with that fake outrage. Absolute nonsense. And the last thing, the people out there who are coming from that social justice angle, that's the Saudi Arabian regime. I'm not saying they're perfect, because they're not, but that's the regime. That's the people at the top. What about the average Saudi, the locals, who are probably looking forward to this event? A big event in their town. What about those people? Who are you to take that away from them? The average people of Saudi Arabia, who are you to take that away from them? Come on now. I've had enough of this fake outrage on social media, not just about boxing, but about anything, man. I've had enough of it. Either shut up or do something about it.